part of her story with us today. So more love for Kim. All right, thank you. I promise I'll try not to cry, but I can't guarantee you. So I am here to speak about my awesome 12-year-old nephew, Dominic. So little back history is, we received a phone call this spring, end of March, beginning of April, from his mom. She didn't know what to do with him anymore. She was at the point where it was either sending him to foster care, juvenile detention, or what do you do with him? I couldn't let that happen. Working with kids, I've been with a wife for 5.5 years, and it's always been in child care. I can't just say no to a kid and let him go deal with that. So of course, my husband and I talked, take Dominic in. No questions asked. Little history about Dominic, he comes from a rough background. His father is currently in prison and has been his whole life. He has an older brother, 13 at home, and a younger sister who's 3. Dominic's coping with being a middle child, looking for attention in all the wrong ways. Disrespectful, verbally abusive, could care less what anyone has to say. It's Dominic's way or the highway. And here we are, I already have a 16-year-old daughter in the house and a 3-year-old son and stuff. Bringing this into the mix, I knew it was gonna be hard, but I wouldn't change it for the world. Fast forward a couple of months, summer's approaching. What am I gonna do with him? I know Dominic is a tough kid and he had a lot of aggression and issues. Finally got up the courage and said, I'm just gonna enroll him into the Y programs. I know what we're about. I know that it will be life-changing and stuff. So I enrolled him at Frederickson Day Camp with our child care office out in Puyallup. Let me just first off say, I cannot thank the staff enough. It played in my mind, I know I'm gonna get a phone call home. I just know it with the way Dominic is and everything. I literally feared every day that I was at work that one of the staff was gonna call me and just say, sorry, we have to send him home for the day and we can't deal with him anymore. But I just knew, praying that it would change. And so I just like, okay, day 1's gone by, no phone call home. Awesome, what more could I ask for? Just kept on continuing. But Dominic would come home, I'm not going, you can't send me back. Okay, Dominic, we're gonna go back. Finally, week 3, if I didn't send him to camp, he was mad at me. Why can't I go? Why do I have to stay home? Why are we going on vacation? Why this, why that? So I knew at that point, what all the staff at Frederickson were doing was impactful on this kid's life. And so something that he never had before and got to experience, he finally got to. And so I cannot thank Q enough. And so you will never know how much your relationship with him has meant to me. But the fact that he grew up with no father and you stepped in and mentored him and built his character and everything up and guided him throughout all 10 weeks and stuff, I cannot thank you enough from the bottom of my heart. And so, Jazz, wherever you're at, since you're all the way in the back. I personally cannot thank you enough. Thank you for being there every morning, letting me talk to you about Dominic's night in the morning, and making sure that you had him on the right path for success. You were always there, always a listening ear and stuff, and made sure that he was set up for success at 6:30 in the morning when I dropped him off. I can never thank you enough for that. I appreciate you more than anything. Thank you. Sarah Wallace to stand up. Sarah. Thank you for being the mom figure. Thank you for guiding Dominic, giving him options and choices when he was up here, instead of being able to calm him back down to here. And so thank you for being that resource and everything, and being firm with him. That is what Dominic needs. And I cannot thank you enough for doing that all 10 weeks with him. I know it may have been a struggle, but you did it, and thank you very much. So, with that, I will Dominic, due to the staff at Frederickson, he completely turned it around and actually was named Camper of the Week, I believe week 8. Due to his success from day 1 all the way through, and that has since transformed into the school year too. His school teachers and everything have noticed it. I've gotten emails from the teachers at school saying, what happened over the summer? Whatever it was good. So thank you guys. I sincerely 100% appreciate it, and this is exactly why I continue to stay with the Y and do what I do. To be able to make sure that kids like Dominic have access to these programs when otherwise they normally wouldn't be able to. Having them, start from here and being able to go all the way up here with the support and the things that you guys instill into them every day, and having them get ready to be the youth and everything that we all want them to be. Thank you from literally the bottom of my heart and stuff. With that,
I was wondering, do you want to call those folks up? And then, Q, would you mind? Do you mind just sharing a few words about how you've seen Dom grow? Because we're recording it for Dom because he wasn't able to be here, so we just wanted to make sure that he could receive the love too.
My name is Quentin Nolan. Work out at childcare before and after school program. I'm a new program director out there for the Tacoma School District. Kim, before Dawn was enrolled, she kind of shared all the triggers of what was up to what we were going to expect, and how he was this kid with tons of behavioral issues, yada yada yada, and told us about his background. With that said, me personally, I looked at it not as a challenge, but as an opportunity. And with all my kids, and now my staff that I'm personally working with, it's an opportunity for myself to personally grow and hopefully change the lives of anybody that I come in contact with. Dom was one of my little buddies. He didn't want to do certain stuff, but he always wanted to help. And when he didn't want to play this game and do that craft, he'd always come up to one of us three that Kim mentioned, and what can I do to help? And he became one of our pretty cool kids. I mean, he's awesome. That's all I can really say. To end it on this note, there's a famous artist out there. His name is Dom Kennedy, and I'll never forget Dom now when I hear this song. It's I Love Dom. So.
Have you stay up here, please? Can I get Jazz up here? And can I get Sarah up here, please? Alright, so not only am I obviously thankful, but Dominic also wanted to share his thanks to each and every one of you, so I am reading a little something that he wrote. Mr. Q, thank you for interacting with me and always playing basketball with me and letting me know when I've gone too far and giving me the steps and tools how to manage my behavior.
They know me.
Thank you, Jazz, for being there every morning and having to handle all the children, including me, and correcting me when I'm going too far and goofing off and bringing me back to where I need to be and at that level. Sorry. It's so hard. And Miss Sarah, thank you for always being there for someone that I can talk to when no one else was there to talk. You let me vent, and then you gave me tools to set me up for success for the rest of the day. Thank you for always being there for me. And most of all, thank you to all the staff at Frederickson for making sure that all of us kids had a fun and safe summer I will forever miss you guys. As Dominic has aged out, he can't go back next year, but maybe he'll be
A volunteer.
or CIT. So honestly, thank you guys, everyone at Frederickson, from the bottom of my heart, for everything that you guys did this summer to make sure that Dominic was set up for success. Thank you.